Today I'm going to review It Chapter 2, Rhyme Intended, here on Movies in a Nutshell. Hello everyone and welcome to Movies in a Nutshell, where we talk about movies in a quick way so you can get on with your day. I'm your host of the most, Detective Artemis, and before we go on, you hit that thumbs up button because I know it, you know it, Henry Bauer's 30-year-old mullet knows it. You really want to like this. Please, today our movie will be It Chapter 2. In this video, we'll be talking about spoilers, so if you haven't seen It Chapter 2 yet, hit that watch it button on this video, go and watch the movie, and then come back in and join the discussion. Go! Or if you don't care about spoilers, sit back and let's talk. So here we are 2 years later, or 27 years later for the characters. We have the same crew returning, which includes the writer and director. So that's a good thing because we have a consistency in tone and execution. Execution. Pun intended. People will die. Our story here is about Mike calling everyone back to Derry to kill Pennywise because he just woke up and shit's gone crazy again. So basically all the kids grew up and are living very successful lives. And they don't exactly remember much about their ordeal with Pennywise when they were kids. However, since Mike still lives there, he remembers everything, including the blood oath they made as kids to return if Pennywise did. And guess what? He's back. Sticking to a childhood promise. What can go wrong? The opening scene was pretty messed up. We see a gay couple get the crap beat out of them by some douchey homophobes. Obviously, Derry is not the best place to go rocking your Freddie Mercury shirt. I'll keep that in mind for next time I go. As they were getting beat up, I actually thought for a quick second that Pennywise will come out and actually save them. I know it's weird and not exactly in his character, but I don't know, I was just expecting that. I felt bad for them. I wanted someone to save them. I thought it'd be Pennywise. Nope. Instead, he actually eats the gay guy who was thrown off the bridge. Geez, they had a terrible night. But hey, Pennywise's diet requires kids and the occasional fruits and vegetables. It also confirms that Pennywise eats adults as well, so nobody is safe from him. Ah, shit. As the Losers Club is getting their calls from Mike to come back to Derry, Stan decides to kill himself because he was just too goddamn afraid. Though at the end of the movie, it was kind of depicted that it was pretty heroic. He essentially says that, hey, I had to take myself off the board so you guys have a fighting chance of killing Pennywise. I don't want to hold you guys back. You know, you can paint it however you want, but at the end of the day, you pussied out, you broke the blood oath, and you bailed on your friends. Dick move, Stanley. Dick move. This movie is Flashback City. Seriously, it runs at about 3 hours long. I'm not joking, it's almost as long as Endgame. And 2 of those hours is just the characters reuniting and going through their flashbacks to remember everything. It's a long journey. Though at times it didn't feel like it was really dragging, so I guess that's a good thing. Not bad. There was a ton of comedy in this movie, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, I like how the movie didn't exactly take itself too seriously, but it was sort of treading MCU territory. There was a lot of jokes, and it almost felt like the movie was sort of parodying itself. Like there's a part where Beverly is in the nightmare thing, and they're like knocking on the door, and there was, out of nowhere, here's Johnny reference, so they know what they were doing. So I don't mind jokes, but again, there is a fine line between horror and horror comedy, and since there wasn't that much in the last one, I kind of felt like that, you know, it's kind of deviating and kind of messing the tone that the first one established. So maybe a little less on the comedy, but not that it matters now. Hell, the movie even warned you literally many times that the ending is gonna suck. Because there was this whole meta joke about Stephen King not being able to write a good ending. That's probably because he was coked out of his goddamn mind. It was the 80s. Coke was like candy. Speaking of Stephen King, his cameo in the antique store was pretty hilarious. Though I prefer his cameo in Creepshow. Ah, damn it, Jordy Verrill, you gone done it now, you lunkhead. Also, another cameo in this movie was the kid who played the young Ben in the 90s movie. He was actually there in, you know, this Ben's conference meeting. So I thought that was pretty cool. And also, another cameo from the 90s movie. Yes, it was Tim Curry's Pennywise. My personal favorite. You see a bunch of them kind of swinging around in the carnival when Bill's going after that kid Dean, who was pretty much Georgie version 2. He still ended up dying. Bill, you are the goddamn worst. So they confirmed that Pennywise is in fact a goddamn alien who crashed on Earth and fought some Native American people. They tried doing this ritual to contain him, but he ended up just killing them and, you know, making his way to Derry, where he is now. You know, they could definitely make this into an origin movie, you know, to show him crash land and, you know, deal with the Native American folks and how he found the circus and decided to choose a clown. I mean, they kind of show it in that one lady's house, so it's possible that he was kind of referencing to another part of his origin. And, you know, just end the movie where he peeks out his head at Georgie in the sewer. God damn it, Hollywood, sign me up. I'm an idea man. Now, I know he's an alien in the book, but for me, I think it would have been better and somewhat more believable if he was just some sort of demon from hell. That kind of makes more sense, I guess. Or better yet, don't explain it at all. Because the idea of something so horrible existing without reason or explanation is truly terrifying. Less is more. So apparently Richie is gay and he was in love with Eddie. I did not see that coming, but apparently it was hinted because they were always fighting and talking shit to each other, and it didn't dawn on me because I'm just like, that's just how dudes play around, you know, that's just what we do. You know, looking back on it, that's how I joke around with my friends, so I mean, does that make me? Eddie's death was foreshadowed twice in this movie. Once in the car accident in the beginning of the movie, and the second time when he was stabbed in the face by Henry Bowers, who escaped the mental hospital, and he got stabbed in the head later. That was pretty rad. In the fucking head. Even if you've never seen the 90s movie or read the book, you can't tell me you didn't expect Eddie to die. Because they were slowly killing him. Whatever happened to Bill's wife, Audra? We see her in the beginning of the movie where she's talking shit about his ending, and he was like, you know what, he just bails in the studio after he gets the call from Mike. But after that, she doesn't try calling him, she doesn't look for him like she did in the 90s movie. She's just like, fuck it, his endings suck, I'm just gonna go and continue to bang the director. You know that's what you were thinking. I was thinking that. What is wrong with me? So after the losers find the tokens that Mike made them find to remember everything, they go back to that crack house to kill Pennywise once and for all. And how, do you ask? By using a Native American ritual that Mike learned from them in a spiritual passage. Why not just use guns? So after going through some nightmare scenarios, they figure out that they have to make Pennywise feel small to make him vulnerable. Now, what does that mean exactly? They gotta bully the bully and just talk shit to him till he literally shrinks down to almost a melted baby spider looking thing. And then they pull out his heart and smash the shit out of it. I wish I was joking. Don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart. That whole moment came off as unintentionally funny because the way Pennywise looked, he looked like just some like really weird looking melting baby, and his eyes are all like over exaggeratedly big. You know that shit's gonna be a meme. So yeah, it was very weird looking and honestly a little anticlimactic. By the way, if you haven't guessed it, his final form is once again a fucking spider. Now, I know he's a spider in the book, blah blah blah, but it's just kind of lame. And in the beginning of his like little origin flashback, they kind of showed him like a flying creature type of thing. That would have been way cooler, but no. Still a goddamn spider. So they destroy Pennywise with their words, and they believe and they are no longer afraid. Again, you know, you can believe in bullets too, and talk shit at the same time. That would have been much easier. But no, you're a dumb, big, fathead clown. It was kind of stupid. You're fucking adults, use violence. Even the 90s movie joked about not using guns, and you would think they would do it here, but no. Not a mention of using a gun. And this is modern times, so they're kind of everywhere. Okay, I guess I can see why not. But still, a grenade might have helped a little bit. So Beverly falls in love with Ben after she finds out he was the one who wrote that poem. Your hair is winter fire, January embers. Hey, that should be my new nickname. My birthday's in January. I'm hot as shit. I am your host, January Embers. No? Okay. Also, Ben, he grew up to be a goddamn hunk and is my inspiration. If I could just grow 2 more feet and have 7 more abs, I'd be all set. And the rest of them go on to live their lives as best they could, happily ever after. And that's pretty much it. You know what I did there. Now it's time to rate the movie, so let's take a look at the rating system. Starting with the best on the left, we have awesome must watch, damn fine movie, good dumb fun, watch when you're bored, and avoid at all costs. To me, this was a couple of steps down from chapter 1, because of all the excessive humor that actually took away the seriousness of a lot of scenes. It was almost cartoony, though I really loved the transition in this movie between scenes. They were stylish and very clever. The ending was pretty meh, but I mean, the story itself is already far out there, and it could have been a lot weirder if they stuck closer to the book. Let's just say Pennywise was a female spider who laid a bunch of eggs for the losers to smash them. Now that would have been fucking weird. Also, there was a child orgy too. That's weird, and you can't exactly get away with that nowadays. Still, otherwise, a very solid sequel with a ton of great moments. So I hereby declare it, Chapter 2, good dumb fun. So what do you guys rate the movie? Vote in the poll above. And do you want to see a Pennywise spin-off movie? Let me know in the comments down below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this amazing channel. I am Detective Artemis, and nobody wants to kiss the fat boy.